Hey guys, what's going on? Professor here, and today we're back with the next installment of the top 10 best LEGO Star Wars sets. Today we're going to be checking out the sets from the year of 2017. And as always, this is just my opinion, so you don't have to agree with everything that I put in this list. But if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to go down there, smash that like button. If you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing. And leave a comment down below letting me know what your selections are for this year. With that all out of the way, let's jump straight into number 10, where I put set number 75182. This is the Republic Fighter Tank, $25, 305 pieces. So you're definitely getting a good value in terms of that. This, in my opinion, is going to be a little bit lower on the list just because of the original Republic Fighter Tank from the Clone Wars era that was released. I know this isn't a comparison list, but in my opinion, I just can't get that out of my head when I think about this one. 4 minifigures included. You get 2 battle droids, Aayla Secura there on the right, and then a Clone Trooper gunner. What I mean by that is, in comparison, this Republic Fighter Tank is just so much smaller, and it really looks super wimpy next to it. Overall, it's not a bad model. It's honestly probably more movie or whatever accurate to what it's actually supposed to be like. But in my opinion, I always knew the older one and what that one looked like. And so the nostalgia factor really just brings this one down because it isn't like what I'm used to. You do have some nice play features. You got the 2 stud shooters, like I said. A nice slew of minifigures there. I believe the Clone Trooper gunner is exclusive to this set. So not a bad set, but in my opinion, just not that great, and that's why I put this one at number 10. Moving on to number 9, we have set number 75172. This is the Ywing Starfighter. This one sold for $60, came with 691 pieces. And in terms of minifigures, this is a great set for that because 3 of the 5 minifigures in this set are actually exclusive to this set. You get a Stormtrooper, a Rebel Y-Wing pilot. The astromech droid there is R3-S1, and then you also get Moroff, who is that Yeti-looking guy, and then Admiral Raddus over there in the blue. So like I said, a great slew of minifigures. Overall, once again, a nicely designed Y-Wing. I feel like the Y-Wing design overall hasn't really changed that much. A very simple design, obviously in that iconic Y shape. I would have liked to see them maybe use a little bit more yellow on the design. There's some right up there by the cockpit, but otherwise it's mostly white, and then the entire body is gray. I would have liked to see a little bit more yellow thrown in. Obviously, this little like crane side build, I honestly probably, can't talk today. I would have preferred if they just thrown that out. In my opinion, it's just kind of a waste. But you do have some spring-loaded shooters included in this set, obviously, so some nice play features. Overall, great slew of minifigures. Obviously, like I said, a lot of exclusive to this set, and just a very nicely designed, iconic Rebel ship, and that's why this one is at number 9. Moving on to number 8, we have set number 75170. This is the Phantom. This one sold for $30, came with 269 pieces, and obviously this is the second rendition. The first one coming out a couple years ago in the year of 2014, I believe. When the actual Rebels TV show actually started. So they did a newer version of it with 3 minifigures included in this one. You get Kanan, Chopper, and Thrawn. And Thrawn is actually exclusive to this set. This is the only set that he comes in. So if you're somebody that really likes that character from the TV show, this is definitely a set that would probably appeal to you. Overall, I personally prefer this Phantom design from the one in 2014. I just like the more pop because there's a lot more color on this one. You have some reds, some oranges, some blues. I really love the colors, even though I do believe those are stickers. I don't have this set, so I'm not entirely sure, but even if they are stickers, I just really love the color that's thrown in on this one. Overall, great slew of minifigures. As you can see, some spring-loaded shooters there on the side. So you got some nice play features. Overall, just a great set for what I would consider a really good value, and that's why I put this one at number 8. Moving on to number 7, we have set number 75179. This is Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter. This one sold for $80, came with 630 pieces. So that a little expensive in terms of price per piece there. That might be one of the reasons why this was brought down a little bit lower. Overall, though, I really love the color scheme. I really wish they had gotten the original Kylo Ren's command shuttle in the right color scheme, because I feel like this is that exact color scheme that they were going for. That nice, rich black color, which I really love. Very iconic to Kylo Ren. Obviously, 4 minifigures included in this one. You get Kylo Ren, BB-9E, a First Order Stormtrooper, and a First Order TIE Pilot. I love the also pop of the trans red right there by the cockpit. Very amazing. This is a really good set. Really the reason this one is down there at number 7 is just I feel like the shape is a little weird. Obviously it is Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter. It's not that it's inaccurate. It's just the actual shape of the TIE Fighter, in my opinion, is not my favorite. The nostalgia factor, once again, of just the original TIE Fighter and the sort of things that I grew up with. Just kind of beckon back to me, and it makes me think of that. And so the shape, the like long wings, just look a little bit weird. Obviously it's like a TIE Interceptor in that way, but just doesn't appeal to me as much as the original TIE Fighter, and that's why I put this one at number 7. Moving on to number 6, we have set number 75191. This is the Jedi Starfighter with hyperdrive. This one sold for $100, came with 825 pieces, and once again, not the best price per piece, but you do get some nice minifigures, including this one as well. You get R4P17, Obi-Wan's astromech droid, Jango Fett, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then you also get young Boba Fett over there on the right. This is very similar to the, like, I think it was the it was another, it was the episode 3 version of the Jedi ships. I forget whether it's Starfighter or Interceptor, but it was the episode 3 version of Obi-Wan's ship, which came with another hyperdrive there. But yeah, so that was the original version. It's very similar to that one that was released back in 2007. Except for the fact that it's now a Starfighter, and it comes in the nice white and red color of Obi-Wan's Starfighter from episode 2. Overall, it's very similar to that, like I keep saying. You get some spring-loaded shooters. It's a very nice set overall. There's not that much going on with it, which is kind of why I put this one down here at number 6, a little bit lower. It does look pretty decent on display, but obviously if you just want to display the Starfighter, you can. The booster ring isn't that useful if you just want the Starfighter. But overall, really nice set. Obviously some great minifigures. That's why I put this one at number 6. So moving on to number 5, we have set number 75190. This is the First Order Star Destroyer. This one comes with 6 minifigures and then a nice droid there over on the right, which I personally do not consider as a minifigure, so I'm not including it in there as part of my minifigures, but you do get including this one, BB-9E, a First Order Stormtrooper Snoke, First Order Officer, a First Order Shuttle Pilot, and a First Order Stormtrooper Squad Leader. So once again, like a lot of the sets this year, amazing minifigures. You get a ton of stud shooters on the side. You get 4, I believe, on each side. You can open this up. Both sides of it can open up, exposing a decently sized interior. It's not amazing. And overall, the design of this is very nice. It's a lot more sleek, a lot flatter or thinner than the original Star Destroyer, and in my opinion, this does not eclipse the design of the original Star Destroyer. I believe that the original Star Destroyer design is just better, in my opinion. I really love the bridge, how it just kind of jumps out towards the back of it. While this is not a bad design, I feel like they just kind of took the original Star Destroyer and tried to change a couple things up, and in my opinion, it just didn't work out as well. And so this one is a little bit lower on the list just because the design is not my favorite, even though it is a really nice set, and one that I'm pretty sure anybody would be happy with getting. But that's why I put this one at number 5. So moving on to number 4, we have set number 75187. This is the UCS, not UCS BB-8, $100, 1,106 pieces. So technically, it is not a UCS set, but a lot of people do consider it UCS for multiple reasons. Obviously, it comes with that nice plaque there. Before I get really into it, the only minifigure included in this one is BB-8. But going back into it, a lot of people consider this to be UCS, like I said, because of that plaque, but also because the design of this is very similar to the UCS R2-D2 that was released. I don't remember when. I believe it was 2010, 2011-ish. Don't quote me on that one, though. But because this is very similar to that UCS R2-D2, despite the fact that this one is not technically considered UCS, it is by a lot of people. This guy comes with a ton of play features. There's a lot of knobs on his sides that you can turn. His head moves around, turns around 360, moves back and forth. I have a review of this one on my channel, so if you do want to check that out, see all the play features, I'll link that in the description. But overall, very nicely designed BB-8. I think this looks very nice. Obviously, you have the minifigure right next to it to compare, and I think it looks absolutely amazing, and that's why I put this one at number 4. Moving on to number 3, we have set number 75144. This is the UCS Snowspeeder from this year. Retailed for $200, came with 1,703 pieces. and 2 minifigures, those being Zev Seneska and Will Scotian. Obviously one the pilot in the front, and then the other one is a gunner from the backside. And overall, this is an absolutely amazing Snowspeeder. Obviously captures the design of it very nicely. In my opinion, the only reason this one is down here, maybe at number 3, not a little bit higher, is just because the Snowspeeder isn't my favorite thing in the world. There are tons of other ships that I would prefer. I do like the nice white and orange design, although I would have liked to see a little bit more orange on here. I just think that like a lot of the white kind of takes away from the color and everything, but overall very nice. Obviously it's a UCS set, very nicely designed. If this is something that you enjoy, then I'm not going to take that away from you. I think that this is an amazing set. The Snowspeeder just isn't my cup of tea, and so I put this one a little bit lower at number 3. But moving on to number 2, we have set number 75189. This is the First Order Heavy Assault Walker. This one sold for $150, came with 1,376 pieces. And unlike the First Order Star Destroyer, I do personally prefer the design of this the First Order Heavy Assault Walker to the original ATST. In my opinion, the design is much sleeker. I also like those front legs, how you kind of have like some spot, like you kind of made some, can't talk today. They kind of have the design of the sort of like some spikes or something on there. I don't know, those front legs just really, I really love those. And then that like kind of head area of the, or like where the cockpit is, they kind of put like a little design on there to make it almost look like teeth, like fangs. I just really love that. 5 minifigures included in this one. You got Rey, First Order Stormtrooper, Poe, Resistance Trooper, and a First Order Walker Driver. You get a nice 6 stud shooter up there at the top that you can rotate around and fire all those off. You also get some spring-loaded shooters. In my opinion, this is just absolutely amazing. I really do love this nice dark gray color as opposed to the original kind of lighter gray from that ATST. Overall, this ATST is, technically not an ATST, First Order Heavy Assault Walker, definitely, in my opinion, improves on the design of the ATST and just makes it all better. And that's why I really like this one a lot better, and it is at number 2. Moving on to number 1, this is set number 75192, and for those who haven't guessed it yet, it is the UCS Millennium Falcon, the largest LEGO set ever created. $800, 7,541 pieces, absolutely insane. This one came with 8 minifigures and then also some other brick-built figures. You get Chewbacca, BB-8, Finn, Rey, C-3PO. You get old Han Solo, young Han Solo, Princess Leia, and then those are the 8 actual minifigures. And then you also get a brick-built MicahNike, and then you also get 2 brick-built Porgs. So a ton of minifigures included in this one. I believe also a lot of exclusive printing that is included in this set. A lot of prints that you can't get anywhere else. Obviously, I wouldn't spend $800 for this set just to get some exclusive prints, but if that's something that you're interested in, you love the Millennium Falcon, then this is something you can definitely go for. Obviously, being a UCS set, you get the nice plaque there, and I can't really spend enough time saying how much I absolutely love this set. Obviously, I do not have this. I don't have $800 to just go around and spend, but this is an absolutely amazing set. The design is absolutely insane. For those who haven't seen it, you should definitely go out and check some other reviews or some other pictures and stuff. I was lucky enough to at least be able to see it in person. They had it at displayed at the LEGO store for quite a few months after it was released. Absolutely amazing design. The cockpit piece is exclusive to this set because it was so large. They had to create a whole new cockpit piece for it. You get the 2 different radar dishes from the 2 different eras. You have the original trilogy circle radar dish, and then you also have the sequel kind of like square-shaped radar dish there. Overall, like I just keep saying, there's tons of interior, tons of design, tons of detail, and it just looks absolutely amazing, coupled with some great minifigures included. I don't think that there's ever going to be a set that eclipses this unless they release a $1,000 UCS Millennium Falcon 10 years from now or something crazy like that. Overall, this is definitely, in my opinion, probably the best LEGO Star Wars set that they have released to date, and is obviously the #1 set from this year. But guys, if you did enjoy, don't forget to go down there, smash that like button. If you want to consider supporting the channel, go down and hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about my list and what your favorite sets from this year are. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!